Good evening, everybody. Good evening. It's the truth serum. Um, I like to tell stories. We have a lot of fun. The channel's starting to grow a little bit. So I did a video earlier. I did a video earlier. I couldn't take the pressure. I had to tell another story because I can't get enough of you folks. And go get a coffee, a pop, uh, mixed drink, whatever you want to do. Come hang out with me. There's a lot of room on the bus. I'll wait for you. So, are you back? All right, let's go. First and foremost, thank you everybody that supports the channel. Hit the buttons, any button, and that's that. See, all them guys can just tell all the mob stories and that, and you can only tell so many, and sometimes they get stale or this and that. I try to tell some other stories too. Stay fresh for you guys. All that, keep it just real a little bit, and but I'm not going to try to bash some of the other guys. This is my channel. Yeah, I'm guilty as charged on some of that, but you got to do what you got to do. But then you have to grow and prosper, and keep finding another lane. Just keep finding another lane, just like life. So uh because we got to put a lot of that stress and stuff behind us, like you, you know it's like, you know here a channel, there a channel, here a mob tube, there a mob tube, everywhere a mob tube. Old Mick YouTube had a mob tube channel. E-I-E-I-O. I'm more of the Renaissance type and more entertaining than some of them clowns. So come on and ride aboard. All right, we had enough of your stuff, Jojo. Um, there was, I tell you, man. Uh, most of the time, 99.9% of the time, uh, Mr. Flack, 99% of the time, the club, there was another club. Everything was very tight ship. Very tight ship. Only so many shenanigans in the bar area. Sometimes Sam, he would close early, even on a Friday or Saturday. But sometimes there's a full moon, all the planets are lined up, and things might get a little out of hand. I found myself up there on one of those said nights. So come on, get settled in, my folks. Let's rock and roll here. It's the Truth Serum. Let me get my smoke going. You guys got spliffs or whatever you guys do. I don't promote drugs and all that, whatever. But hey, you live, you live. I'm not preaching any sermons. If you know anything about how I used to roll, we're going to continue on with the story. My producer's saying, don't tell him about that stuff, Joe. No. I was a no good doper. That's what I was. Sorry, but I was a no good. But I finally seen the light and I got my mind together. So let's get back to the club. All right, EB 23. Saturday night. Why not do a video at night, right? What the hell's wrong with me? EB 23. You don't know me like that. I'm at the club. Now, this night, there seemed to be all these girls, whoever they were with or whatever. I've always tried to mind my own business. Get in there and get the heck out. And then whatever goes on in there, go home, decompress. If I was verbally assaulted, go heal my wounds. And, so I get up there and Sam's the boss of this Mafia nightclub. Me and him are tight. His niece was one of the barmaids. She's not there that night. So I'm like, So he always told me, call him no matter what. Call him no matter what. He wasn't home. It seemed like everybody seemed to know that except me. And then he said, "Oh, you're gonna be a little wimp and call Uncle Sammy and all that, you know." And I was like, "No, no, no, I don't care, I don't care," you know. And then, and then next, hello, Sam there. You little, give me that phone. He's out of town. Why don't you grow up and grow a pair, Joe? Well, because you don't know what I've been exposed to, Cinderella. You just don't know. I'm sure you heard half of that torture they put me through back there. Come on. But she was different, though. So, uh, there was a captain from somewhere. These guys come and go, but you can tell how they conduct. He's getting a little wishy. He's getting a little toddy, toddy, toddy. And they go, come on, Joe. Uh, Loosen up. I'm at the end. Like, so I could fast exit out of there. But this captain guy, Slick, he trapped me in there and he was like, oh, one of the guys, Sam's friend wants to meet you, blah, blah, blah. And he kept me in there like it was for some mob business, which I'm a nobody to be in some mob business. So he kind of baited me with that. I said, oh, all right, pal. Maybe it's respectful of me, some guy that's never going to come. But some of the guys like me around, and this guy, look at my personality. You can understand why some of these folks want me around. Enough of that, Joe. You can understand why they'd want to slap me. Get him out of here. Let's get back to the story. I'm at the end of the bar, and I had an eye on who were there, the women, some guys, some old timers with them cigars that are blasting the damn place out. Some of the girls are going, oh my, it's thing, these cigars. That's a whole nother 7 videos. So I says to the girl, well, if Sam calls, tell him I went home and I can meet the other guy later, blah, 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 for this important business. And she says, okay. And then I turn around and I'm looking at Baywatch, Marilyn Monroe, Sophia Loren. Well, just I'll be here. I'll be here, So they knew I didn't drink. The people they knew I didn't drink. And so I says, well, I'll just take I'll just take a Pepsi. I'll just take a Pepsi. And the girl says, no, have a drink with me. Well, that'll be a rum and coke with double the rum. And I was like, okay. So, okay. The alcohol's flowing pretty freely and everything's cool. They're playing the radio thing. They're doing some dirty dancing, and they like to put you in a lockbox when two girls got like a sandwich. They sandwich a guy, one in front, one in the back, and then they lockbox you, and they're dirty dancing and all that. And I used to be able to shake a little leg once in a while. I could get a little down, Saturday night fever. So next thing you know, they were doing those fruit, those drinks. It tastes like Kool-Aid. It tastes like Kool-Aid. These drinks, it tastes like Kool-Aid, but there's 7 shots of alcohol or whatever the hell are in them. Maybe Long Island iced tea. Tastes like, So I says, They go, "Oh no, take this drink, Joe. Take this drink." I go, "Who are you gonna scare with this?" I know I'm a lightweight, but geez, mm, but I start drinking. I was like, "This ain't too much like iced tea. This is more like straight freaking methane alcohol." And now these girls, there's a couple roly poly dudes, couple old Italians, and it's funny, Hey, Mr. Calandra, I couldn't take the pressure. I had to do another video. So I wish you all the success, my friend. So so this tastes like Kool-Aid. And one of the old timers was like, "Be careful, Jojo. There's a lot of alcohol in there, this Long Island iced tea." And he's like, "Yeah, there's like 10 shots or whatever." I was like, "It tastes so good." So by the time I turn around, now these girls, I don't know if they're family from some of these wise guys, because a lot of it was more reserved type of place. Whose nieces and granddaughters, I didn't know who everybody was. And they're getting loose. So this Marilyn Monroe, Sophia Loren, when I had said I'm going, and then she's like, "Oh, come on, have a drink." I turn. The next time I turn, she's in a bra. I'm thinking this is really this is either really really good, or this could be really really bad, really really bad. So uh this other guy comes. This, I don't know what his rank was or anything. He was more enough of an official guy. He comes in. "What's going on in here?" Blah blah blah. Now this Baywatch says, "Come on, have a drink." Now he's got to decide the moment of truth. What is thinking right now? The big head or the little head? The big head would say, "Hey, hey, hey, this is an honorable place. Put your shirt on, blah, blah, blah. Everybody smarten up here and straighten out in this bar." And they would have listened. This guy had some rank. What does he do? You guessed it, folks. He said, "Yeah, come on, pour me one." Next thing you know, his tie is off, his shirt is down, he's dirty dancing with whoever it was. But I wanted to be careful, because I didn't want to, like, the next day, it's going to be like, "Oh, you know who you were rolling with? You know who you were getting hooked up with? Oh, that's freaking Sam the Killer's freaking daughter or niece." No, 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 no. This big head is going to think more than the little head. So, so he starts, uh, uh, he starts going with this girl, talking, and they had, you don't know who knows who all the time, who's familiar or what. And you know uh so she's going, "What do I call you? Joe or Jojo or Joe? Just call me Joe. You could call me Al." My screen's screwing up. See, look at this shit. Spectrum, they want 100 a month. I can't take the pressure. So they started to ask me, "Is the old man?" She's telling this guy, this ranking mob guy, he's sweating. He was drinking the shot. There's red stuff on the white dress shirt. He's loosened up. He's on full blast. He's on full blast. And the other girl comes. "I ordered a large, but you only had it in a small." Mm. Oh, she was insulting him that you had that in a large, but you only gave me a small. And then I looked over and I didn't want to laugh or, figure it out, hey, Marta. So um, he says, you dirty HORWHORE, you dirty ba ba ba, this and that. And now one of the other girls that's getting tidied out says, it worked. It was just they know you ba ba ba. Now they're going nuts. Now and I'm standing over there going, what kind of insanity is this? Now I'm drinking and I'm starting to feel all this shit. And and let's fast forward. Within a half an hour, said, "Boom, drink it." I think he was being a sport. He's getting loosened up. He's jamming. Two of the girls are in their bra and panties, and they're I don't even know if you could consider that, but I mean, they're like Bridget Bardot. They're like Baywatch. They're whatever. And this guy that got insulted, she said he had a little boom, 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 and he's loosening up, but the girls are saying, I didn't know you did him. I didn't know you did him. And they're like, well, how come Jojo never, we don't ever see him, why don't we ever see him with, trying to get some action? And, there's things about other stuff that went on because, no, because a long time before that, I was in another city and I was at a bar and I didn't know what, like, Valente, whoever he was, Valente, his niece or daughter or somebody was coming on to me. And then my late great buddy Joey T had no. There's enough women out in the world. I didn't always look like this. I was a little more handsome, like Rudolph Valentino. So, another guy comes in. I seen him around a different time. Somebody called him or something and was like, "Yeah, we got these drunk girls down here, ba ba ba, and they're all drunk and they're stripping and they're dancing around and whatever." So this guy comes in and I think that he wants a little late night action. He comes up to me, he says, where's Sam, blah, 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 this and that. I said that Sam must be out of town. Oh, he says, well, are you going to tell Sam what's going on here? I didn't know how he knew. And I says, nah, no, play by play. So he comes and he stops, and the girls are like, "Oh, do these shots! They're jiggling." These were classy girls that were just drunk and fine as hell. And if they did anything, they probably would regret it in the morning. So I'm looking at this guy. Let's see what head is going to react: the big head, or the little head. The other guy failed the test. He's almost in his boxers over there, and he's getting a little wired out on this alcohol, and he's got stuff all over him. And this other guy looks and he says, "Well, I'm gonna have to ask everybody to leave. Honey, that's it. Shut everybody down. Bum bum bum. This and that." Now, oh, here they go. Oh, you this and that. Now, he's saying, Joe, did you know who to tell him, whatever, make it easy, make it easy. I go, no, I don't know who they're related to or who they are. And then he's going, what are your names? What's your name? But they're going, F you. We don't have to tell you who, but we're going to get you back and we're going to tell so-and-so and all this crazy stuff, like threatening to him. He says, oh, really? Oh, really? I says, come on, everybody, let's just go shut down, get a ride, get a taxi, do this. You know, they're insulting and everything. I'm getting insulted. They're calling me this. They're calling me a flamer. And so this guy goes off. I says, all right. So they're all hollering. They're trying to go behind the bar to get bottles and all this. It's completely nuts. They're they're in their panties, bro. I mean, that's I have nothing against fine, beautiful women in bra and panties, but I know I can't do anything with them. And so here come this guy out of the kitchen. He connected the hose like a garden hose to the sink and started spraying them. Like, is this a wet t-shirt concert or a contest or a wet bra contest? He starts and he's got it on stream where it's just steady stream. And then I'm going, well, you might damage the floors. You might damage the water damage. And he's going, shut up. Get the heck out in the parking lot. So um, everything kind of was settling down. Somehow, somebody got a hold of Sam and the phone rings. And I'm thinking, I ain't answering that damn phone. I don't want to know nothing. And then the girl is saying no because there's a lot of noise. They're still hollering. The girls are still hollering. And this guy says, go answer the phone, Joe. I answer the phone. It's Sam. Oh, you're over there. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, let's put it this way, Sam. This is a drunken fiasco party. All these girls here, they're half naked. Some other guy, strange guy, he knows you, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to put him on the phone after me. He just sprayed them down. What is going on over there? I can't go out of town for one day. I got the phone like this. The other guy comes over. Boom, boom, boom. How's it going? Very respectful. Listen, yeah, we got a little problem over here. I don't know who the girls are, who they're related to, or anything, but they got a little drunk, and half of them are in their bra and panties. What do you do? So he wants to know who's driving who. Who's driving who? I don't want to drive anybody. I do not want to drive anybody because the girl that ends up in my car could be some psychopath's daughter, and then he's gonna approach me somewhere down the line and go, "Oh, you had my daughter, my poor princess. She got your car that night, and you must have took advantage of her." And I don't even want any of those possibilities. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. Okay. So he's going, well, you could put two or three in and I'll find out where they live. I'm going, nope, 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 nope. You better get 3 taxi cabs over here and get their clothes on and whatever's going on. Sorry about the buffering. This is Spectrum, a billion-trillion-dollar corporation. Blah, blah. So I wanted to get something in. I was just thinking, I could have saved it for another thing, but, you know me, I can't take the pressure. I got to pump them out. Thank you, Mr. Calandra. A Bath Avenue story. It's a beautiful title. And I've come to the conclusion that my channel is evolving in such a manner that the bashing of other channels or characters and all that stuff is gonna stop. I don't need that anymore to grow a channel. All I need to do is be a great storyteller, which I'm trying to pull off. Okay, that's all. I'm a Christian boy, and I don't want you know about the Matrix, and I don't want to dwell in stress and negativity and all of that. No, no, I'm going this way, not into negativity. So we're moving into another lane on this YouTube highway, and I'm approaching 1,000 subs, which isn't a lot, but it's a start, and I'm gonna get there. So mm, back to the story, folks. So everybody gets back, and everything goes all right. So Sam comes back. I'm at the office. He says, Joey, come on up. Come on up. Now, you know, hey, Dapper the Rapper, good to see you. So a lot of times you try to hear in their voices, their tone of voice. You try to pick up uh cues and read just by the tone of voice, but he was like, yeah, come on up, we'll have lunch like the usual and everything. But I know he wants to ask me a few questions, which I'm innocent. I'm innocent. As you know, I'm not charged yet, but I'm innocent, and just in case. So he gets up there and we're talking. He says, yeah. I says, I hope you're not mad. It was just all confusing. The girls, um, and I was saying, who was the blonde with the, and he's telling me, well, that's Jimmy or whoever, daughter. And I was like, Jimmy from when we went to the communion party and they had the clam bake thing. That the Jimmy guy? And I knew his backstory, and he's like, yeah, that's him. He says, but I says, Sam, I'm not a WHORE master. I'm not. He goes, I understand. I understand. There's enough women out on planet Earth than to try to get crazy with these girls. No. And I says, what about the other one that looked like Sophia Loren and this and that? And it was actually the daughter of the guy in his own crew. Because these white, a lot of them don't come around. You don't know. It's taboo. It's taboo. They don't want they don't want it in that. Hey, Michael Murray. And it's like, oh, geez, am I going to have to answer questions from him if we're at the track gambling or something? He goes, no, 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 everything's all right. I'm thinking, I gotta, which I did, and it was all right. And the guy was actually complimenting me because, I didn't bed down his drunk daughter, which I probably could have. But then in the morning, she would have been like, oh, he took advantage of me, so you can't play that game. You can't play that game. Big J Biz. So I was thinking, so I says, I told Sam, well, I asked him, I said, who were the other guys? The one guy come, I says, but the other guy was getting down and dirty. He was getting down and dirty because I have to tell him these things, because if he finds out later, he's going to say, why don't you tell me, you little snake? Why don't you tell me this or that? So my default thinking is I tell him everything. And some of the crew guys didn't like that. Once in a while, he's the man that pays me and takes care of me. They do too with their, they throw you a bone. But Mr. Ruffino, my captain. So he says, I trust you and stuff. And I was introduced to some family members and other captain dog, all proper class, proper. And then there was other times at events where there were cookouts and ceremonies for like communion, children having communion and stuff. They'd have gatherings, and there'd be a lot of wise guys there, and a lot of girls, women, fine women there. And so he saw me in the past conduct myself like a proper gentleman. But deep down, I was going, damn, she's fine. In my mind, I was going, oh my gosh. But hey, I didn't run around trying to bed down every girl and all that. I could have if I wanted to. What's that, like a badge of honor? No. Just because you could bed down, what's that make you more of a man? Yeah. You know that party, that drunken party? I nailed 4 of those drunk hoes. Yeah, really? What's that? What are you? What are you? Would you think more of me if I told you I screwed half of those girls at that drunken party? Or would you think more of me if I said I conducted myself like a gentleman? Answer in the comments. So there was a few times things got out of hand, but not on that site, not at Sam's Club. Some other places, it was free reign, where I had to give these wise guys a ride home, and then these women would come around. These guys would throw money around. These guys would throw money around, and these floozies would just come out of the walls. They would come out of the woodwork, and they'd be right there. Oh, hi, Tony. How you been? Long time no see. And all of a sudden, they're swapping spit. Whoa. Hey, hi. Better as a gentleman always. Yes. So, and it would be on, and I always behaved, Sam, the boss, was very strict with me. He would ask me play by play what happened, and he says, "What'd you guys?" Well, I just went home. I dropped everybody off, and sometimes Sam would have plants, other people that would report to him, and then they would already report to Sam first, and then he would get my version. So whoever else was watching, they would say, no, Joe was cool. He did this, and he was on point, proper, well behaved, and so Sam would already know, and he'd ask me, and I'd go, no, so you can't lie. You can't even do an innocent lie. You can't lie about anything. Anything. No, you can't lie. I might have told some small tales or something like that to some of the wise guys. Some of them were being real cheap with me, having me running around all night. And then I have to say, Tony, I need a new catalytic converter. I can't, well, why don't you ask Sam? Well, no, I might tell a small tale. They're flashing $100 bills around the bar, spending $700 on bar tabs, and then I'm driving them all over town, and they're throwing me a little weak piece of money. My catalytic converter, I think I need 2 more tires on my car, and he's like, oh, yeah. So that's why I told you, when some of these guys got drunk, pass out drunk, I rolled them. If you don't know what that means, figure it out. I rolled them. Very dangerous move. But they could never prove it was me. So where are we going with this, folks? You had to be very careful. I guess that's where I'm going. Everybody that's in here, I'm going to blow this channel up. I don't need, I like to maybe collaborate or stuff and piggyback, get shout outs from other channels. That's fine and dandy. But I've done this such the hard way. And now I'm starting to reach the first stage, which would be 1,000K. I've done this such the hard way. I'm confident enough not to be arrogant. I'm confident enough to have the best talk show host on planet Earth. And I wish I was 40 because I'd be running the media world by this age. But you're never too old. Hey, Pete. We got Pete. Hi. Kevin Flack. Well, Pete says, how can an associate in a family I knew be homeless? Aren't they taken care of? Well, there could be a lot of different reasons behind that. Sean Downs. Sean Downs is number one. Pete, drugs, and a lot of these mob characters, mob guys, they always say the drugs were taboo and all that. But they weren't. They weren't. No. From my experience with two of the questionable families that historical accounts say, well, these two families maybe dabbled a little. No, they were more hardcore because I knew my godfather and stuff. My godfather did work for all the families, mostly the Colombo family. So I was in the know on that. That's a no-brainer. So whatever you hear on all these channels or whatever, every family dealt straight cold up drugs, coke, heroin, marijuana. That doesn't need to be debated anymore, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Doesn't need to be debated anymore. So people are getting tore up in drugs, and you're not part of the fraternity anymore. And whether they end up homeless or whatever, they better just go out into society and find some new skills, some new vocational skills. They join that fraternity. If they can't follow whatever is going on, then they were self-destructive, and the mob ain't gonna babysit you and change your diapers. No, move along. You're gone. Go hustle your coke and your heroin and get the hell out of here if we don't whack you first. I think they'd get whacked before they ended up homeless, Pete. I don't promote violence. Yep. Well, heal up, high. PTSD. I still got PTSD to a certain point from that. But you know what? I mean, it's easy to say, get over it. Well, you know what? Get over it. There's no violence. Life is short. Straighten your mind out. I'm not trying to insult anybody, but they go to recovery meetings to quit doing drugs, and you go to the AA meetings and Drugs Anonymous meetings. Quit. Why entertain all that? If you don't want to do something, don't do it. You don't have to be a Freudian. I'm studied in all kinds of theorists and psychologists and operant conditioning and classical conditioning of human behavior. All these rehabs and all this gibberish is all about coddling. If you want to quit doing something, you quit. If you don't want to quit doing something, you don't quit it. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm a frustrated lawyer, as you're well aware of. So I'm not trying to be hard. I did drugs till I died. I died for an hour and a half because of drugs. So when I came back and went through the system and everything else, we're going to do this, and then you're going to go to 30 meetings in 30 nights. Really? It's like you divorce your wife and then you got to go revisit her 30 days a month. No, I quit. I don't want to entertain anything about recovery or anything. I quit. I'm done. That's a wrap. I'm not doing anymore. No. And it's been over 10 years. Set your mind. But the same thing goes with We've all been hurt. We've been abused. We've had all these stressors. Well, that's just easy to say, to truth serum. Uh, get over it. Be positive. Get over it. That's you know, I'm not into that. I'm into that we are superhuman beings and we've been conditioned and conformed to thinking that we're just little weak humanistic thinking creatures. I don't see what you did to me. Hi, hi. See, oh, what the heck? James McCarthy, you're back. I'm a psycho. I keep doing this. This is for the Crooked Light Senecas Fund 2024. I love you, bro. I love you. Thank you, James McCarthy. I want to talk to you on the phone or something someday, and keep track of what you sent me because I'm gonna pay you back because I'm. I, if you guys can observe and look back in my videos and read between the lines, read between the lines on how I've set this channel up and where I've been, where I'm at now, and where I'm going. If you can read and have an astute perception that this experiment I'm doing called a YouTube channel is I'm playing the matrix where you could manifest and create your reality. Mr. McCarthy, you let the secret out. It only took a 20. No, you've donated a lot more than 20 to this channel, and I appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate that. I think you're an actor or you're in productions. Maybe I can audition for something. You know I can do it. Thank you, Mr. McCarthy. So I'm doing this from scratch with Crooked Lights and this good gentleman's here. People support me. They help me out to the moon, like Ralph Cramden. Are you giving me signals and clues about things? I think this guy's a cerebral guy. Yes, let's salute Mr. McCarthy. Man, it's tough out here. It's tough. I know I make it look easy, but I am manipulating the matrix because I know, and I tell you folks, we are from royal DNA. So I've wasted a lot of precious time in my life. And I got this at bat called the True Serum. And I'm smashing it. I'm smashing it. That's all there is to it. And wherever my channel goes, I still had fun, but you wouldn't be surprised if I had 100,000 subscribers in 13 months. You guys wouldn't be surprised. In my mind, I'm already creating that reality. I already feel like I have it. I say I'm the best talk show host. I live it. I breathe it. I feel like it already happened. You have to. I can't, Mr. McCarthy. Should I get into Matrix, or is it? There's a basketball game going on right now. I know I'm missing it, but I'm going to show you guys living proof about the Matrix in 13 months. In 13 months, I'm going to tell you. Remember what I said, folks. Oh, that just sounded good. The Truth Serum. Yeah, that all sounded good, this and that. But we have the power for our trajectory and what we can bring into our world. Mr. McCarthy is a sport. He donates to the channel and he runs away. He goes away. He says, "Hey, here, Joe, go ahead." And then he runs away. Like this guy's a God bless you and your family. God bless everybody in here. To the moon. How come you know I like Ralph Cramden and the Honeymooners? This guy's an enigma. I think he's in entertainment or something. This name sounds familiar. This guy's doing a mind freak. Like, is she like an angel or something? I do have angels. This guy's an angel. All you viewers are angels, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Mm. I gotta stop the damn smoke. I gotta. What a waste. I don't have money. What am I wasting on these filthy smokes? You know, it's like changing seats on the Titanic. I quit doing the drugs, and then I want to do nicotine, you know? It's like replacing one addiction for another. You're changing seats on the Titanic with this behavior of mine. So, uh, yeah, I keep my stuff fresh. It's not just all recycled mob stories. I'm a Renaissance man. We're all going to the top. Just there's a lot of room on the bus. There's a lot of room on the bus. There's a lot of room. The world and universe willing, and my health stays good. We're going. We're going. And you guys gotta be strong and and don't get distracted by this world. Okay? Wow, you stopped. Hi. You gotta. You gotta. Life is precious. Time is precious. We gotta start now. Yeah, we've been beat up, kicked around, and everything else, but you can't dwell in that poor me, poor me, poor me. No. You gotta say, hey, let me take the wheel. Let me take the wheel. Let me drive this car, which is called my life. And don't be crying to the guy you got driving it or whoever's driving it, going, "Oh, geez, someday I wish I could get back behind the wheel, and I might be a good driver." No, take the wheel, called your life, and get there. Set your mind. Bang, zoom, straight to the moon, Alice. So come on, I was given a fourth or fifth chance at life. I gotta put some motivational stuff in here. I got to. That's all. We could talk politics and get, I used to get so peed off about the current political stuff and all this. I had to decompress and say, leave that stuff over there. I'm a happy-go-lucky guy. I got to get my act together. Quit focusing on dark clouds. Like I tell you guys, it's not partly cloudy, it's partly sunny. Well, I got to practice what I preach and get my life together. I wasted so much time. Man, I wasted so much time. I should be in a way better position, but I'm not giving up. As long as I'm breathing air, I'm going to throw and throw until I got 500,000 subscribers and wherever I am in media. They got makeup people. They could put some makeup on me and dial me up a little. Yeah, hello. Good evening. This is the Truth Serum. I'm on 17 networks now, and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Straighten me out a little. So, everybody's got a story. Everybody, but the real story is, where are we going? The Confucius say, the frog that looks at the lily pad behind him will not be able to see the lily pad in front of him. So when the frog jumps to the little, if you're a frog, metaphorically speaking, if you keep looking to your past, no matter what it represents, you still have to stay focused on your next step, your next leap. So the frog's looking at that lily pad going, yeah, man, that other frog, did me wrong on that lily pad. And I keep looking back at the old lily pad. But I'm jumping, and now there's a better lily pad to leap to, and you leap and you miss it. Why? Because you're looking at something else. We are so hypnotized and distracted, and the world is a vampire. It wants your blood. We got to get it together here and manifest your ideal world there. I'm good. I got this wisdom because I've seen it all a million times. I've seen the trials and tribulations, and then it happened to me. Life support for a year. And it's like, what is life? What am I really looking for out of this thing called life? What do I want? What does your ideal life look like? What do you want? Me, I want to grow a channel, rock and roll with you folks, and see how far I can go. And see if I can manipulate the matrix. Whether it's just a coincidence or who cares about a matrix, and you just do it by doing 500 videos, the truth serum, and hard work. I mean, I've done in 2 years, I've done more videos than 99% of all the YouTube channels out there. I put in the work. I put in the work. I enjoy it. It's a nice hobby, but I do have goals. I do have goals. So I had to get back to talk to you guys. Mr. McCarthy, I don't know how much more I could thank you. I mean, you know, I never thought that, well, I don't want to get wishy-washy, but I would really someday like to talk to you. Maybe you just want to remain incognito. I respect that. But I'd like to hug you. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Them wise guys, man, they didn't like to be hugged. Get off me, Jojo. Like we'd make a score at the racetrack and, we'd be happy. All right, and get off me, Jojo. I don't know. I'm a very sensitive guy too, so I'm not a gangster. I'm not a gangster. I'm an entertainer. I'm a storyteller, and I'm a mama's boy, and I'm proud to say it. And I believe in love and compassion. And whoever comes in this community, we're rocking and rolling. That's all. Where we go is we can't lose, So I'm gonna watch the rest of that game, Final Four game, and Mr. McCarthy, you know my name. You ever want to talk personally off of here? He just comes in, donates. He's gone like the wind. This guy's, he's boom, boom, boom. He's gone. Jeez, man. I appreciate it. I'd really like to shake your hand or talk to you on the phone. And you know what I mean. So be the kings and queens of your world. Don't ever give up. All right. The future is yours. It's waiting. We gotta come back. You'll get there. You'll get there. All right. So, hey, David BMX, thank you. Kevin Flack, hi, thank you. James McCarthy, I can't thank you enough. Joe Ruffino, Mana, forgive me. James McCarthy, I can't. IRS tax deduction. That's hey. It's the Crooked Light in Seneca's fund. That darn light. Michael Candinas, Sean Downs. All right. Pete. All right. Pete came in. Mauricio, you snuck in here, bro. Michael Amari, Mr. Amaro, Dapper the Rapper. I get chirping on the damn channel. Jimmy Calandra, Bath Avenue Story. What a channel name. Beautiful name. Kevin Flack. EB23 rocks with me. Kevin Flack. IF Farmer. Salute to the farmers. Wyatt Earp. Hello. Dapper the Rapper. All right. I hate to miss anybody. You know me. Pete, good to have you. Hi, good to have you. Michael Candinas, man, this guy here all the time. I love everybody. Mr. McCarthy, thank you once again. Geez, man, I'll pay you back someday, bro. I'll pay you back because I'm gonna ride. I'm taking this thing to the top of the mountain. So buy stocks. Try to put that curveball in over the plate. I see you down there, buy stocks. Thank you. I'll probably be back tomorrow. Sunday, maybe I'll take a video off and everything and get my head together and decompress. And that's that. We're going to have 1,000K Um, I love telling stories. I love communing with the people, and I could do it in this studio. It's good enough. I can do it. I've always been the underdog. I can do it. I'm like MacGyver, you know. I could freaking start a car with a popsicle stick. All right. So thank you, folks. God bless you. The world bless you. And believe, set your dreams and believe in them like they already happened. Okay. Set a goal, believe it, and feel as if it already happened. Okay. Think about that. Feel it as if it already happened. Thank you.